Welcome to Live at the Blue Box.
Oh, my.
It is. It doesn't matter. They caught it on Meerkat, but they can't see the Edward puppet on here. Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It is
Nobody
This
wants
Week in
to.
Geek, September 5th, 2015. Chris, Alil, me, and Edward. That's all we need to know. All right? Can we jump into this?
He's loving that puppet. Yes. Please do.
Please.
All right, let's talk about Wes Craven, please.
Yes.
Can we
Are we really starting the podcast off with Wes?
Yes.
Why?
I enjoyed that quite a bit. Yeah, let's start with
Let's
Wes
go.
Craven.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, okay.
We've got like 4 celebrity deaths this week.
Yes.
4?
Shall we play? Can you name them?
It's a
I
bad
don't know.
week. I
I don't know who else died.
Let's
All I
start with
cared
Wes
about was
Craven.
Wes.
He's obviously huge. So Wes Craven died this week, 76 years old, and I mean the guy's an icon. You love him, I know that.
Yep.
And you're a big fan of Deadly Friend. That's your number one risk, Wes Craven, right?
No, but I have seen his entire, film collection, his ouvre.
Okay.
Even Swamp
Wow.
Thing. Yeah, I've seen everything he's done. No, I really do love Wes. I mean, I don't want to say that he's been battling this for a while. I mean, he's 76 years old. I mean, he's lived a great life. He's done so much.
Well, he's made a lot of amazing films.
He has, and he's made a lot
He's
of
made
duds.
some garbage too, but you know what? He's got a very indie spirit about him, and that's the thing I like. You know,
Yeah.
He's great for him.
Well, he did some, he was not afraid to break some ground and take some chances, and that was what was great about it. I mean, did you really think Scream would have worked as well as it did when you first heard the idea? And it was
that was
fantastic. After he had done
Well, think
all that
about
other
even his
good
early
stuff.
work, like Last House on the Left. I mean, that is really dark.
The Hills Have Eyes.
Really
even.
tough. Yeah, The Hills Have Eyes. Not the remake stuff.
No,
I'm
no,
talking
no,
Wes
no,
Craven
no.
stuff. Amazing work.
Yeah, he's.
I like People Under the Stairs, and I know nobody does.
No,
but I think
I
it's a great
enjoyed
movie.
it, just like I enjoyed like the Serpent and the Rainbow and stuff. But
I enjoyed that one too. Is that him?
That is
Yeah,
it.
that
It's
is
a good
him.
movie. I like that one.
Yeah, and of course,
The Nightmare
we
on Elm
talked about
Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger to me
Right.
is the epitome of all horror films. Like I have action figures, I have posters, I have autographed 8x10s of
Underoos.
Wes, Freddy, all of that. It's just
You were legally changing your name to Robert Englund, right?
you don't understand how depressed I was when he told me that he
That
met
Molly
Robert
and I
Englund.
sat and talked to Robert Englund.
Not
Whoa.
he. We.
Okay, well, you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's the one who texted me, and like literally,
We went from
my
we
wife.
went from Lando Calrissian over to
From
Wes
Lando
Craven,
to Wes-
and then
no,
we went
which
over and talked to
Lando's cool,
Elvira.
but it's like.
Yes.
I get that text, and my wife's like, "What happened? Did someone die?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, he did this week.
Rob met Robert Englund.
But
And she looked
hold
at me.
on.
She's like, "Oh no,
No. Robert Englund met Molly, and we stood around and said,
Okay.
"You're the best." Yeah. There was no.
we love you,"
Yeah, he did.
which is normal.
He fanboyed it big time.
Yes.
That's awesome. But back to Wes. He was.
Yeah, when did this become about Robert
Freddy.
Englund?
Well, because we talked about Freddie. I mean, it's,
Thanks, Edward. for
Freddie
bringing
will
us back
be.
in
Yeah,
line.
exactly. Freddie will always be attached to Wes
yeah.
Craven. And
And if anyone wants to honor his memory, sign the petition and get Doug Jones to be the new Freddy Krueger. See, I'm
I'm
using
in.
some guilt there. Do it.
I'm in for it.
So, okay, we got more deaths. Let's get the deaths out of the way.
Who else died?
There are other ones. I got to find them on here.
Why didn't I pay attention?
Are we
to
going
this?
to talk about the Bieber look-like kid?
Oh, no, a big one. What?
What the?
There's a kid.
I know who spent like
the kid who
$100,000
spent, like,
in
He
surgery.
spent $100,000 on
Oh,
surgery.
the Bieber kid.
The Bieber kid.
No,
they
I'm
found
not
him-
going to talk about
okay.
the Bieber.
I was
We
wondering who you were
can't.
talking about.
Does that fit our criteria? The Bieber kid, the guy that got his plastic
Yeah.
surgery. He's like not a kid. He's like 35. It'd be like a Lil getting plastic surgery to look like Bieber. I think it's more likely that Bieber will get plastic surgery to look like a Lil.
Or
That is
I'm
true.
going to look like a man someday.
You don't need plastic surgery. You need hostess surgery. You
a
just
minute.
need Twinkies and stuff.
I got the surgery.
Sonic surgery.
Sonic
I,
surgery.
I know how to do that. I can achieve that as well. So
Right. Body modification.
that's right.
No. Dean Jones died this week.
Oh, I did not know that.
66. No. Was he 66? He was 84.
Yes.
He died of Parkinson's.
Yes.
So Dean Jones, I mean,
I got it confused. Yes, I knew
now-
that he passed away. So
you're not
he's not
that young. You know who Dean Jones is, right?
He
Us
might
for
know him,
us.
but not us. I mean,
For us, man. He was in Herbie the Love Bug. He was in
I know who he is.
That
I'm
Darn
not-
Cat. All those Disney
Yeah.
movies that, like,
He was in what? 84. So he was
Something
like in
like that.
something ridiculous.
Well, he died
number
at
of Disney's.
84, I don't
Well,
know.
no, I think he was in like a zillion. He was in a ton of Disney stuff. He was one of the we
it
need
was
an
like
actor.
him
He's the guy.
And Kurt Russell were in every
Right.
one of those live action Disney movies at that time. So yeah, man, that's a big one, big loss. We're almost done with the bummers. Here's one you might not know. Melody Patterson.
Yes, I saw that too.
Who's that?
You'll know who it is.
Yes, I do.
And I bet you and I had big affection for her.
We did have big affection for her.
You probably are like, who's that?
Oh, wait. I'm thinking the Edward role here.
I don't know who that is.
Was she in Fast and Furious?
No,
7?
she was.
She was in Can't Buy Me Love with Patrick Dempsey.
No,
she
she
was a girl.
wasn't.
No, that's what she was.
girl.
Yes. That's her name.
The girl?
What's her name?
No,
Who?
no, that's not who I mean. She died a few weeks ago.
Did she?
Yeah.
Who's Melody
Wait till you
Patterson?
hear who this is. Melody Patterson died. She was 66 years old. The girl in Can't Buy Me Love would be like 40.
Okay.
That,
you
that
talking
does
about?
make sense.
She was.
I confuse you too.
She
so.
was Wrangler Jane on
Oh,
F Troop.
Yes. Okay.
I
Yes.
don't know what that is.
Yes.
You're like,
I do
mean,
know
talking
it is.
about differences.
Yeah.
But did you hear
I know.
she died?
I did.
I don't know what she died of, but here's the crazy thing. Do you know who announced her death to the world? Well, to us, because we're the only ones that care.
Who?
Larry Storch. Did you know Larry Storch was still alive? Now, she died at 66. She was on F Troop. When she was hired on that, she was only 16.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And then,
Do you know F Troop? That was.
oh,
you
it's
probably
like
didn't
the
watch
Hogan's
the-
Heroes of Civil War dramas.
No.
It's
Except,
fantastic.
didn't watch
except not even close to being that good.
Oh, it had Larry Storch, though. It was
Yes.
awesome. So, yeah, Wrangler Jane passed away. And there was one more. Oh, the last one. Let's see if you know who this is. Patrick McNee. Anyone know who that is? You know who Patrick McNee is? Patrick McNee died this week. Yes. He was John Steed on the Avengers, not your Avengers. Yes.
Not
No.
my
This
Avengers.
guy
that
hung
was-
out with
he was
Emma
a-
Peel.
He was a while. He was last week. Not he's recent.
didn't talk about him. This is
but he is
all-
very recent. Yes.
I only
Sorry.
saw it in my feed in this week. You know what? It all bleeds together.
I think it was the week we were in Comic-Con.
So that's it. We're
That
done with the
week,
celebrity deaths. That was a lot. We had to
Yeah.
get through a lot this time. And this time they were all real. In the past, we've said people that were dead that were not dead.
Abe Vigoda.
Abe Vigoda, still alive. Yes. My mom has him on Celebrity Death Watch over
One
there.
of these weeks, I will wear my Abe Vigoda T-shirt just for you guys.
Is it a medium?
Tell me.
Of course, it's gonna be very tight.
I'll
Very
wear
tight.
my
It's white.
Bernice T-shirt.
We'll have a wet T-shirt contest.
Bernice.
I'm wearing actually a Walking Dead shirt I got at Kohl's. It says extra large, but it's a smextra large. It's like a medium or something. It's painful.
It's a medium.
Yeah, no, it's a smextra large. Ew.
don't-
We're gonna
It's a European extra large.
We're gonna drop that. All right, let's get into news.
Yeah.
All right, you got one?
Terrible.
I got one.
Go.
Go for it.
I don't want to do the Marvel one yet.
Oh,
That's gonna be a big
I'm gonna wait.
talk.
I'm gonna wait
That's gonna be big. We're gonna
I'll
spend the whole
do it.
night.
because I'll talk about it forever.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna start with. This will get a lot of talk. This week they had the Star Wars toy. 24 or the midnight release of all the
Midnight
Star
release.
Wars toys.
Do you want me to talk about this? 'Cause
I do. Well, because I'm excited.
Is this
Did you
the
watch
little
the
happy
video?
hour?
Yeah,
A
Did
Did
little
you watch the
geek
video
out.
of the BB-8 toy?
Yes, and I'm ordering it.
Shut
Bed Bath
up.
and Beyond has it, and I already told
The
Chris
BB-8
that
toy.
it will
is-
make an appearance here one
Oh
Saturday.
my gosh, it's so cool.
It is. My wife went to the Disney store yesterday downtown just to double check if they had them in stock because we didn't go to midnight opening of Force Friday because we didn't. I wanted to. I contemplated it. My son, who I was going to take with me, got a little sick, so I'm like, you know what?
When are you going to get rid of this kid?
Yeah.
He
mean,
is.
really.
Once he
He's
gets
4.5.
once he gets
What-
BB-8, the kids are gone.
They're starving. It'll be like the Guild. You're going to put them in like a dog cage, and you're just going to like put food in there once in a while. Like, oh wait, they're crying.
And it's
I'm
a
playing with
one-way
BB-8.
baby monitor. You'll be at the store. It'll be
I'm
a baby
surprised
monitor.
that hasn't happened already. We know him well enough.
Oh yes.
When Jenny's not home, is that what
Like
happens?
here's Friday the 13th on TV. Watch it now. No, so yeah, the BB-8.
Oh, Uncle Jason's coming to visit again.
Don't tell your mother. The BB-8's $150, made by Spiro.
Oh,
I
it's
think that's how
amazing.
it's pronounced. Somebody actually took it apart to see how it works and the mechanism inside. It's really awesome. It's a gyrosphere inside, very basic use.
With a heavy magnet on top to align
Yes,
the head.
the heavy magnet for the head, so the head keeps going. This thing is actually, it learns. It's got some AI technology in it.
Is it a Roomba with, but a?
It
No,
might
no,
be.
there-
You can
there's a
set
thing.
you can set it for like a roam feature, and it'll just go around the room wherever, and just kind of like.
Maybe they could give that
first thing.
technology to NASA and let them use it on the
On Mars?
Curiosity on Mars. Sorry.
Wouldn't that be cool if
Have
BB-8 was
BB-8
up
on
if
Mars?
I worked at
That'd be
NASA,
awesome.
I would put a BB-8 on there and just have it drop and start rolling around on Mars. That would be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
And also, you can record. It's got a camera built in.
Ooh, wow.
You can record yourself with like a hologram message, and then you can hold up your tablet or your smartphone.
Yeah, and it
on
looks
it,
like
and
the
it looks like the
hologram is-
hologram like is projecting the hologram
I'm selling
out.
Blue Box and just buying all of those. That's all I'm going to do.
I think we need
We're going to
like
change
a
it
room
to
of
Mos
these.
Eisley Cantina.
My
I'm
only
changing it.
problem is it's why I didn't.
Oh wait, are we going to open one?
do
Because
it.
we were going to open the transporter, but I think Star Wars is hotter right now. Let's open a Star Wars cantina. Alil's fronting the money. He's an
I'm
adjuster.
down.
He can make it happen.
I'll cosplay as Jabba. Booza.
I'll be Salacious Crumb.
There you go. Edward's perfect for Salacious Crumb.
It could be
No, but terrible. No, but so it's 150. My only problem was it's the size of an orange. Like
Yeah,
it just
it's
bothers
small.
me. It's small.
I know. I want to see one maybe like a
If it was like a 16-inch
volleyball.
softball, I would be happy. A 16-inch softball, I think,
Or
would
a
have been
volleyball would
the
be a
perfect
great
size. But I
size.
think that it would have been 250.
But there's a thing at Marbles, the game store. We saw it last year. It's the same thing. It just doesn't look like BB-8. It was like a white ball, and they took it and they used their iPhone with it. They put it down, and it was rolling all over the place, and it was doing, and it learned.
They've
it was
had that
so
for a
cool.
while. They've had that kind of thing going for a while,
Okay.
but not with the top. Right
No,
now with
now
the
they
head,
added the magnetic top, but it's
That's
fantastic.
fantastic.
So that'd be a great Christmas present.
I'll
From
have it before
somebody.
Christmas.
well, if we're going to go down that line, on my notes, that is hot, and then the Kylo Ren
Everything
lightsaber
Kylo Ren.
with
Everything.
the cross, like
Yes,
the $200
that
thing.
lightsaber thing, crazy cool.
Yeah,
Nathan and I are
it's
going to take our paychecks and go buy stuff.
It's
So-
one.
If I had a paycheck.
Yes.
It's $179.99 at Target, and right now Target's got a $25 coupon.
I will borrow Nathan's. We can fight, and if it breaks, it's a borrow. It's his.
That's right.
So let's do that. And if yours breaks, we'll just pretend
It was his.
that it was his.
What if
You
they
won't
both
know.
break?
He's not listening.
Well, they had those at Wizard World. The guy the company that does the lightsabers
Yeah.
had one too.
Yes.
I don't know if it's as nice or as
Well,
it's not a duplicate.
This one is
it's
the
similar.
FX collectibles one.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
so cool. So okay, that was the news, and let's do that one as long as we're in this little stage here.
Sure.
At midnight, they had the reveal, and then they did an 18-hour open box of
Well,
all
that was
the Star
prior.
Wars stuff. That was prior, right? But they did that
Well,
right.
leading up, and then
But it was
boom.
starting at midnight at every single time zone, right?
Right.
So
Right.
at midnight they did the unveiling
Yeah,
and then they
unboxing.
started selling stuff.
Because Times Square, New York, Toys R Us had a huge party. It was an all-day event, and then the midnight release. But
neither of
starting
you win.
Wednesday, this last Wednesday, they had an 18-hour on YouTube unboxing of everything. I mean, you got to see the Air Hogs Millennium Falcon that you can fly. It's
it's
80.
crazy cool.
It's $109 at Walmart. I saw it today. I think
The Lego
that's-
stuff was cool. That blacked out X-wing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's all so cool.
The only thing I've got,
Now-
I got a few Funkos, and the Disney
Lame.
Disney
Okay.
store has
Lame.
die-cast figures.
You'd be like, hey.
I
know,
love them.
these diecast.
These
are
die-cast,
crazy
so
good.
I bought the Kylo Ren, and I took it out of the box. I opened it, and it is one of the best figures. Like I'm not buying any more Hasbro 6-inch Legends figures. I'm buying these die-cast ones
These
from Disney.
cool.
They're only $5 more, and they seem so much better.
I'm not buying any because all I do is end up selling all my stuff off. So I'm not buying any of this stuff.
I know I needed to come to your
But
garage.
it's cool. It's cool. The people from Comic Trips, we met these guys
Yes.
at Comic-Con. They do a YouTube show called Comic Trips. It's just kind of like American Pickers, but for comic books and
comic
toys.
books, right.
And we were just talking about some of the crap in our garage, and they were like, dude, can we schedule a time? If you can get past the paint cans I got to get rid of, sure. Yeah, they want to come out. So maybe during Toy Fair we'll do something.
No.
Martha wants me to get a table out at Toy Fair.
You mean
Right?
the Elgin Toy Show?
Right, to sell it.
Hey, my
So we can sell
recommendation
it.
would put
So we can
Molly
sell
there.
it and-
You want to buy this, don't
Buy
you?
a BB-8. She didn't hear any of that. It's a good thing this isn't being broadcast.
Hey, if you flip, you're allowed to buy something for yourself nice.
Hear that? Hear that?
I'm just saying. It's the rule
No.
of flipping.
Yeah, but no, when I flip, if I try that move, I get flipped off. So we're not going to try that.
What's one day sleeping on the couch?
One day. So anyway.
Or a month, whatever. Something.
I don't understand any of those jokes. Anyway, Edward gets more laughs than I do. How did that happen? Because I'm awesome.
I was going to say, well,
yeah.
it's Edward.
Yeah, it's Edward. That's why he's here. He's the most popular one. So it's like having a boy band up here when he's here. With us, it's like having an old boy band.
I wouldn't even go that far.
It's like really old boys on the block. Or kids on the block.
Edward fell over out of shame.
He booed your own joke.
Yeah. So I got booed by the Edward puppet. That's the worst.
Hey, who had Edward?
Anyway,
Who had Edward puppet on the Celebrity Death Watch?
Mom's Edward puppet. Is he dead?
Edward puppet.
She's not even listening.
Nope.
Done.
So okay. So that was the news on that. What else we got?
Their MMO Battlefront is betaing next month.
Oh, it is?
In October. It's supposed to be by end of October.
Have you guys seen the trailer stuff for this?
Oh, it looks.
This is why I'm buying an
Holy-
Xbox One.
Yes.
How? I'm not.
We are-
So can I come over?
Yeah, we're.
I think we're crossing a line. I don't want to come over.
You can come over. I'll make some.
Can you wear your
ribs,
onesie?
Pull some pork.
Really?
We'll get a barbecue
Wait.
going.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Can I
you bring the puppet. You're not allowed in the house.
Did you mention pulling pork?
I did because I like to barbecue.
Yes.
No,
We
but
all
we're
come over. Everybody, we're going to a Lil's house.
we'll
He's
do a
getting
live
an
show.
Xbox One.
There you go.
We'll do a live show. That's right.
Oh, can we
On
do a live
Meerkat.
show? That'd be awesome.
We're actually for the League of Geeks. We're actually because John and
they don't
Steve
live
already,
here.
but they don't need to record. So that we're all going to record ourselves playing it together and put that out as a show on YouTube.
Okay. That's awesome.
That's one of our plans.
That's awesome.
That's why I have to get an Xbox One
Are you going to call it
instead
a
of a
Lil-
PlayStation
Is it
4.
going to be a
because I
Lil
want a
Pie?
PlayStation
Is that
4.
your
Steal
name?
it, Chris.
A Lil Pie?
You know what? We're
Let's
going to
steal
record
it.
ourselves playing Heroes and Hoodlums. So there we go.
Hideouts
and Hoodlums. I get it wrong every single time. But I want to give a plug to it.
As long
So
as you're not recording yourself playing with the puppet.
I do want
That's
to.
fine with me.
Hey, my mom
Sorry,
says
kids.
no, Lil.
This is
So,
explicit on YouTube.
so I want to plug something. What is the name of that site? We play a role playing game. Chris and I do.
Yes,
Lil
we do.
doesn't because he's
And half
too
of our
good for
crowd
us.
does.
Yeah.
But Scott wrote it. At Drive Through RPG, you just had heroes and hideouts, hoodlums and hideouts, hoodlums and heroes, hideouts and hoodlums.
My
Strike
God.
3
And-
This is the greatest plug for your game
But I went on and I
ever.
got them.
for every other game.
I went on and got them, and it's so fantastic.
It is great.
And
So-
Scott, I also have started sharing your Facebook post where you put the comic things.
Yes.
I love it. It's fantastic.
Maybe
And
you'll understand how to play now.
I'm gonna
that
have
you
to
got
put.
the books.
I finally got it, so I write down the name or the date. I have to write This Week in Geek and the date. I'm gonna have to write the name of that game. I already forgot it.
It's terrible.
I'm the worst. All right. What are we doing now? Did you guys see? I want to point this one out. I couldn't watch the whole thing. Did you watch the parody? Somebody put out a video of the Straight Outta Compton trailer, but they did it like Ben Folds music.
No.
So they
No.
did the song, the rap song, but as Ben Folds, and it was really funny. But even in that form, I couldn't sit through it.
No.
Not connecting with me, but it was funny.
Didn't see
I
it.
didn't see it, but did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger doing Darth Vader?
No.
Look-
Was it
Get
really
outta
him
here.
doing it?
I thought it was him doing it because there's rumors that he tried out for the voice back, before James Earl Jones got it.
Luke, I am your father.
And so somebody spliced in some of his best one-liners over the Vader.
Luke,
And
let's get to the chopper.
And it is so good.
Oh, it'd be-
I did not think it was going to be that
It'd
funny.
be great. I'll be back, and he just walks away. That would be fantastic.
So you just gotta look up Darth
Stick on.
Vader Schwarzenegger, right?
Stick
Stick around. He's got something.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
All right. As long as we're on the Star Wars thing, I got one more.
One more.
Did you guys see the fan-made Boba Fett trailer?
Oh, that was fantastic.
That was so
Did you see
good.
it?
I did.
Oh,
Loved it.
It was cool and everything. Like, he comes out of the Sarlacc pit, you see him walking. I'm like, this is really cool. When the Slave One rose in the background,
Yeah.
I got chills and went, oh, make this happen now!
Yes.
They have to do a Boba Fett movie. And they announced this week that it officially, Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit. They're
Yes.
making that
Yes, I
canon.
saw that.
So
Which is crazy, but
this
yes.
could happen.
well, no, because he's supposed to be suspended in time and die slowly. So it would make sense if he is that good that he
Get
could get
out.
out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Luke survived running around the Death Star for no reason other than pure luck. So,
Right.
Other than he had a contract.
Yeah, right.
And stormtroopers can't shoot straight.
Yes.
Oh, did you see? I mean,
wasn't that a Don Knotts movie? Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Was Dean Jones in that?
No, Adam Savage, as one of his shows, calculated the speed of the laser
of the
bolts,
lasers, yeah.
and it was
I didn't read this, I just saw
130
it.
miles per hour, which is slower than a bullet. So he's like, no wonder people dodge it and stuff because
You don't even need the Matrix moves.
yeah.
The myths of Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah. Right. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
They are really running out of stuff to do. So, but which is great.
Right, just like us.
Yeah, exactly.
We're on to talking about a Lil's barbecues.
It was good.
And
I
we've
made
got
some-
an
I made
Edward
some good
puppet up
food
here. How
last
far
week.
have we sunk?
Yeah. Well, we've been worse. We've done worse. You guys check the last. Well, it's now the series finale, but the season finale of Hannibal. I don't know if you guys watched that, but
No, we're
I
going to
did
wait
not.
until it's on Netflix and binge it. It's on Amazon.
Fantastic. So
Yeah, I heard it's great, and I heard that it ends the story,
yes,
but it ends in a way that it doesn't. I mean, if they pick it up somewhere else or do something else, they can completely do it, but it's satisfying in the ending they wrote.
it was. I mean,
And it was
they
designed that way, too.
They took
good.
the books, the Red Dragon, and put it into the series and made it pretty good and pretty close. And then they changed the ending a little bit to involve Hannibal because Hannibal really wasn't involved other
Right.
than just being a character being creepy in the book.
Right.
And they really made it work very well. And it was. We've talked about this in other things that we've done, how they do those finales and they kind of botch them up. This was action the whole time. It was great.
Yeah. I'm down with it. Well, and that friggin' Mads Mikkelsen he's in everything.
Yeah.
He's like
Could be
the new
Dr.
Chris
Strange.
Pratt. Chris Pratt has only been Chris Pratt for 6 months, and now there's a new one.
Yes.
He's going to be in Doctor Strange. I'm excited.
I know he is.
Dormammu.
He's going to be fantastic.
And he's going to be in
Rogue
Star
One.
Wars, right? Rogue One, yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue One, yeah.
And he's
Well-
not going to be a bad guy. He's going to be a good guy, which is.
I bet Elizabeth already pre-ordered
Yeah.
the action figure of him.
Of course. I want
Of course.
the Disney Elite version.
I'm a D23 member.
I am. I love
you
Disney.
are a D23. So.
Well, speaking of season finales, I don't know if you guys watched Mr. Robot on USA.
No, that's another one I'm going to binge.
Holy
Really?
cow, phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I loved it.
You know what? There's only
It's
so
a
many we can
mind-blowing
fit in.
show.
There's only so many we can fit in, and that was one that I had to say, we'll just wait.
Right.
Thank God, time is going to free up. We don't have any more Falling Skies, and one more Under the Dome. And Under the Dome was canceled. More
Yes.
Geek news.
Is it
more
canceled?
Under the Dome. Yep, it's canceled.
Why? Can your last podcast just be silence for 25
No,
minutes?
you know what it's going to
That would
actually
great.
be? We're going to do the one this week, and James Wilder is guesting on it with us. Now he's officially part of the team, even though he only had 3 episodes, because. But the fourth, we're going to do one more episode with him. We're going to review the Simpsons movie.
Can he argue why it's the best movie ever?
Right.
And win?
So that's going to be the end of the
Spider-Pig.
Chester's Mill Report.
Spider-Pig.
Our first podcast for Southgate Media Group.
Does
Yes.
whatever a Spider Pig does.
Yes. So we will watch Mr. Robot. So
I really enjoyed it.
it looks awesome.
Maybe we'll make it
It's
a
got
binge
some.
worthy.
It's got some really uncomfortable
Yes.
episodes
Yeah.
though.
Let's
Good.
do a binge worthy.
We'll do it binge worthy.
All right, done. Well, once it hits something we can binge it on.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. Okay. Do you guys know what Artemis Fowl is? It's a series of YA books. They're really cool. Okay? I mean, it's really cool. It's kind of like Harry Potter, only a little more like, if you're not into Harry Potter, you like the Harry Potter stuff, but you want something a little more like in your wheelhouse, this is a little more, I think, in your like sci-fi wheelhouse.
I love Harry Potter.
So do I. I love Harry Potter, but this could get there for you, this Artemis Fowl thing. Well, Kenneth Branagh is directing Artemis Fowl.
Ooh, nice.
It's been in development for a while. Disney owns it. It's kind of been in development hell. They've got really good writers involved, and Kenneth Branagh came on and said, "This is mine." And I think it's exciting.
Is that because he couldn't do Thor 2, so he...
No, he dropped
Thor
out of Thor
3.
2. And Thor 3. He didn't choose that one, did he?
Ragnarok,
Thor
no.
3.
Yeah, no. They got Brett Ratner for that. No, God, no. That
No.
was a joke. That was a cruel joke. So I'm excited for that. Anyone else know what Artemis Fowl is? Dead silence. You know what? You're going to know because it's going to be a sweet movie. It's going to be sweet. We're going to make a game out of it called Artemis and Hoodlums. Yep. And I'll get that name right.
Possibly.
Yeah. There was a teaser that came out for Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Did you guys watch that? Speaking of YA stuff.
No.
It looked pretty cool.
No, that was terrible. You liked it?
It's all right.
It was okay. Here's what it
was.
was.
I don't know anything about it, so I thought it piqued my interest.
It
So,
piqued your interest. Okay,
piqued
so
my
it was
interest.
just a teaser, but it was a clock, and then it spun backwards. And then it spun backwards again.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, at first I was like, oh, cool. And then I was like, we just watched, talk about wasting time. We were
Exactly.
watching a clock go backwards. I got booed. I know all about it.
It piqued my interest as to why that happened because I know nothing about it
Okay.
other than
What if the
Molly
doctor
answered
shows up?
every question
Right.
on a game show we had a couple months ago. So
Right.
That's the extent
You
of it.
didn't watch it, though?
No,
No?
I had no interest in it. I
Oh,
saw it.
yeah.
Past it.
I don't care what my kids are going to be into.
Because
Come
they're
on,
not going
kids,
to be
we're
into
watching
that.
Alien.
They're going to be exactly. They're going to be into Alien and Friday the 13th and all that stuff.
And Star
Can't
Wars.
wait. And Star Wars.
All right. All right.
And
Well, you're missing
Superman
out.
v. Batman.
No,
Batman.
they will
Yeah.
not be into that.
They are all into it. Kids are
DC
just-
is not allowed in my house.
I'm going to force them.
They're right now in underoos dancing around the house. Woo! We're in
Like,
Superman
They're
underoos.
like, Dad, are you going to the Blue Box tonight? Yes, I am.
Yes. Time for
They
some
press
DC.
up-
Time for some. Yeah,
They press a button, the garage turns into the Bat Cave. You're
Yeah.
like, son of
Jenny
a...
pulls out cakes that are DC cakes. Come on, kids, let's
They're
party.
like all eating. I come home early one day. Everybody's like in Superman
The guy that
costumes.
smells like smoked pork is out of the house. Let's
I'm
do it.
like, E2 Brute.
She's got like the life-size armor she's wearing around. You're like, what happened? You can't buy any hot toys, but I got the Batmobile.
So we're almost to the big news.
All right.
Almost to the big news.
We're getting there.
Daniel Craig is again saying that Spectre is going to be his last Bond. Hasn't he said this since Casino Royale? Doesn't he do this every time? Is this just contract negotiations? At some point, they're going to say, "We're done with you."
He may need to move on.
Yeah, I love him as Bond.
What? He's not...
Well, I think the thing is,
Yeah, but Sean Connery may come back because
I need some work.
yeah.
but it was different then when Connery came back versus now.
Right.
Now there's other things for him to do. There's other.
Daniel Craig, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Benedict
I do
Cumberbatch.
think
Cumberbatch
No,
is
he won't
fine.
be.
he's
I
already
know.
Doctor Strange. He's already
I
got
know.
his.
Yeah.
I know,
no,
but I'm
no.
saying there's plenty of English actors.
Hugh Jackman. Yeah, but he's getting long in the tooth
No,
too.
he's...
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long in this saber tooth.
Thank
Thank you.
Oh, did you see that Liev Schreiber is like, oh, I'll be old man.
Yeah, right, Liev Schreiber.
Of course you would.
Hey, you know what, Lee? So will I. So
He's
I
got
think
a
you're the only
series.
person ahead of me.
Doesn't he have a? No, he's got a good series on HBO. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Is it HBO or Showtime?
Or Showtime.
Yeah,
one
but
of-
he doesn't have-
Donovan.
Donovan.
Yeah.
He doesn't
yeah.
have that Marvel movie going.
Well, yeah,
No,
but
he doesn't have that.
Nobody's coming to him like, hey, we need a new Doctor Strange, and it's
Yeah.
not happening.
but he's not that kind of actor.
He was Sabretooth.
For Fox.
Yeah. For Fox. Fox is not allowed in my house.
If they said, would you do something for Fox? You'd be like, yeah, I'll be Batman.
Of course,
for Fox.
I'll do whatever. I don't care. I mean,
I don't think
I'll be
he's
Batman.
Because doesn't he produces and directs and he does like a whole ton of stuff.
Right.
So he's,
Right. He's not. He's fine.
He's all. We were talking about trailers. Doctor Who, the season 9. First
We
trailer
watched
came.
it today.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Chills.
No, you're not a Who fan.
No.
You watched a little
two
bit.
weeks. Not
Well,
counting 2
I've
weeks.
watched a bunch of episodes. I enjoy them. I just haven't gone.
You should start
You know what?
with
They're
the
on
beginning.
Disney, they're on
but you
Disney
should start
XD,
with
so I'm
this
watching
season.
them with the kids, and
Right.
it's entertaining.
You should start it now with this season. Just start, and that way you'll get a story arc. Well, no, that way if
Yeah.
he doesn't want to commit to going back or anything,
Sure.
start with this season. You'll get hooked.
I'd rather go back and binge it.
All right, all right.
But I have to binge Game of Thrones too, or I'll.
Yeah.
Speaking
Or I'll
of
get
Doctor
beat up.
Who, now this happened a couple weeks ago, but we didn't bring it up. Tom Baker is doing the voice of some character in Star Wars.
Yes.
I
They have
heard.
not revealed what or who. It could be a video game. It could be an animated thing. It could be in the movies.
Yes.
All I know is they wrote something and they wanted him, and he's like, apparently I'm doing a voice in Star Wars. That's cool.
That is cool.
We're getting some Who crossover.
It's Rebels. It's the Rebels
You
cartoon.
think it's Rebels? It could be.
It's Doctor Who appears in Rebels.
Oh my gosh! Stop it! That would be
Gotta
awesome.
go.
He just, you see,
The Death Star's already
you see
pointed
the
at two
TARDIS
jars.
pop out of there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a little too late." That'd be pretty awesome. I would be a fan.
That would be
He just
pretty
shows
good.
up and goes, "He's your father," and then he's out of there.
He shows up in
See,
weird
because it
things
would
like
be in that time, they wouldn't know that he's okay. That was a really heady joke.
That was a heady joke.
Star Wars nerds enjoy.
he was in what, Dungeons and
I hear
Dragons,
he's
a movie.
BB-8. So, huh?
He could be BB-8.
BB-8.
That would be great. I mean, he just kind of shows up in weird things. I think he kind of lends
Well,
himself.
he's the
like,
doctor.
Well, he is, but
Leaves jelly bellies in his wake.
he does. He's around.
Scarf shavings everywhere. You know how they pill?
Yes.
Like scarf
Some
pills
pill,
all over the place.
He
Although like, I don't know
he
what
does
that
that.
is.
So, and other Doctor Who news, and I know, Lil, you're not going to care, but it was announced that
cares if a Lil cares?
Alex Kingston is returning as River Song
Yes!
in the Christmas special. Yay!
I saw the last Christmas special.
I'm sorry?
I saw the last Christmas special.
That's good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
You watched that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you watched it.
Yeah, with the kids.
With the kids?
With the
That's good.
kids. All right.
I like it. Nick Frost. How bad could it be?
Oh,
Yeah, they were very curious about Santa Claus. I'm like, maybe you guys should go in the other room.
That's not the way it is.
Hey, kids,
Close,
let's watch a
but-
Christmas classic. No. Okay. Well, when this is done, Daddy will put on Bad Santa. I'm going to show you guys what Christmas is really
It's true.
about.
They've watched that many times. It's downloaded on their iPads.
Okay, we didn't talk about this. So, Fear the Walking Dead has debuted. It's awesome. I love
yes.
it. You guys like
Really
it, right?
good, yes.
Yes.
Okay. I heard you talk about it on League of Geeks, but you got the story wrong. So I'm going to correct it here.
Okay.
Well, no, because you didn't know it. More news came out since you did League of Geeks.
Okay.
They're doing like a web series where it's on a plane.
Oh, the plane. Yeah.
Right. And I listened to what you guys were saying, and you were like speculating on what that would be. Here's what it is. It's a half hour. They are going to split it up, and it is a web series. But what they're going to do is during the regular season of Walking Dead, during the commercial breaks, they'll put it in randomly.
Oh,
so
wow.
you kind of have to watch the commercials to watch this
So
story.
they're going to do like a
but it's
2-minute
contained-
splice?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's contained to a half hour. That's where you guys got it wrong because you were talking about, like, what if it's this? What is that? It's a half hour. And here's the crazy thing. Somebody from the plane survives and ends up a character in next season of Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh.
Fantastic.
That's a great time.
That's a great tie-in, yeah.
Now that we said that, I love what you guys were saying where the plane crashes on a desert, on like an island, and there's zombies, and there's crap going on, and I'm like, make that too.
It's Zombie Lost.
Oh, my God.
Can we call it Lost?
The Lost.
Lost.
No, stop it.
Lost
Zombie
with a
Lost?
Z. Lost.
Yeah. I'm
it's
sure you can get
hip-hop.
that, the legal
Because it's
thing going
hip-hop.
there. Yeah, man. We do Zombie Lost, and you've got Hurley in there, and you never know when he's going to turn, but he's going to turn. And if he doesn't turn, I mean, look at that guy. He'd be the main course. Those zombies are all up in that guy.
Just like they would look at me and be like,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
there's
you're
a
a full
buffet.
meal.
We could slow roast that guy and get some good
Right.
good
You
meat
see
out of that.
zombies
Although, wait a
digging a
minute.
pit. They're like, oh, man, we're going to put this guy in the pit.
Wait a
with
minute.
the banana
Maybe
leaves.
not. Don't zombies eat brains? It's a short meal around here. From this show, anyway.
True.
Not when I'm here.
That's very true.
I think the Edward puppet has more brains than the three of us
I was
combined.
gonna say, I'll throw the Edward puppet at them. And the real Edward at them.
And the real Edward.
and the real Edward would be there.
That'll
so.
keep him occupied. Let's see, what else?
Did you see the?
So you can update your boys about that.
Yeah, well,
It's really
definitely
cool.
talk about
Did you
that.
see the pictures from Barenthal for Punisher and having some of his weapons? And he's
Oh,
sitting
yeah,
there-
he had a
he's
whole-
looking,
No.
Oh, he's looking bad.
He's looking jacked. He's looking crazy.
He's-
He's got a wall of guns. Like it's
Yeah.
Have they revealed the shirt yet?
No.
Because
They're
they
hinting at
say
it,
that
but
he
not-
doesn't have it in the beginning, but he's going to have the shirt.
Just
like Daredevil.
Yeah, just like
Right.
Daredevil. And they even updated the suit now for season 2 as
Oh,
well.
the Daredevil suit for season 2 is awesome. It's the one out of the comics. He's
Yeah.
got various suits in
Similar,
the comics.
right.
It's the one that has the padding.
The dark, whatever. I can't remember the
so
series.
cool.
You mean the Captain America suit is different? Because the cap in the movies
Yeah.
is like that pat. Yeah.
Yeah. NBC is developing a series. Blink and you're going to miss it because there is no way this is going to make it in any way. Mark my words. The Brides of Dracula TV series. Didn't they try to do Dracula a couple seasons ago? And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we had a podcast about it, and it was awful. And
The podcast or the show or both?
No, the podcast was good. We had a lot. It was great for us. We had a lot of downloads.
Sure.
No, it was really good.
Five.
We actually still have a Dracula podcast from that does really well. But
It wasn't horrible. That's the bad thing. It wasn't good, but it wasn't horrible.
It wasn't like I tried to watch it, and it was like, I don't know. There was something. It wasn't there. This sounds awful. This is like the CW version of that. Yes. Lil's like, I'll like it.
With a title like that, I thought it was an adult version of that.
Yeah, it's going to be on HBO at 11 at night. That's going to be a different show.
Cinemax.
Wait. Pay-per-view.
So, yeah.
True blood.
Yeah, blah. Yeah, so there was that, and then there was another one I was going to bring up. Oh, this was a trailer. Did you guys see the trailer for, get ready for this name, A Christmas Horror Story?
I heard something about it. I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, is the trailer out?
There are 2 Krampus movies in development. This is one of the 2.
Okay, I've heard
the
of
other
the
one
Krampus
is
movies.
not in development, from what I understand. It's like on a back burner. That's the one that Kevin Smith's involved with.
Okay.
This one...
You can't fund it from...
this could end up being
Tusk?
fantastic. When you see the trailer, I don't know. It looks... But did you guys see the movie Trick or Treat?
Yes, loved it.
Yes.
I love Trick or Treat. This is like a Christmas version of that. Like, they show Santa with the elves. It's an anthology. It's got like 3 or 4 different stories in it. One of them is a Krampus story, and the Krampus looks awesome.
Right.
This kid tells his family the story of Krampus, and they're like, "What's that?" And then the next thing you see is the whole family running in blood and a chain, and it's like, "Yes, this looks awesome." But the Santa one, the elves get like a zombie disease. So Santa's like, they're like, "Uh-oh, the elves are sick," and then they're like, "Ah!" They start attacking him. I'm like, 4 stars.
Or they could call it Dr. Seuss, is what they call it.
So you didn't see the trailer. You
No.
didn't see the trailer.
No.
I'm telling everybody, if you like weird horror stuff, seek it out. This is a really good one.
All right. Sounds good.
This one looks really good, man. Or it looks terrible. I can't tell which.
I'm going to go 50-50 right now since I haven't seen the trailer.
You're probably in just from the name.
Trick or Treat was great.
Trick or Treat
but
was great. But that's why it reminded me. The trailer for Trick or Treat kind of felt like this, where you watched it and you were like, this could be one of the best
Or one of the worst.
or like the worst waste of time. Like,
Released by Anchor Bay.
what was that one? Dead Time Stories? You remember that
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Awful. That's what Trick or Treat sort of looked like to me. And then this, I was like, it kind of, but zombie elves attacking Santa? That's like amazing. And a Krampus?
As long as one of them is Warwick Davis, then I'm in.
That would be even better. Can you imagine?
Warwick Davis.
Where's me gold? Where's me Christmas gold?
Could
Can we get all of the horror short people?
You know
Get
when they-
Leprechaun, Chucky,
Yeah.
get Warwick Davis, get them all.
They did it. We'd hire
That would
them
be
all.
fantastic.
What's his face? Who was Freddy Krueger of?
I would. Oh yeah. They
can't
would have played
remember his name.
Rorschach.
Yes.
I would. Did you guys ever see Terror of Tiny Town? The Western made with all little people.
No.
Have you not seen this?
No.
It is
sounds like
so great. It's
Chris is
an
writing
old.
it down.
It's an old Western, and it's called Terror of Tiny Town, and the entire cast are little people. But what's great about it is
Are the horses full size?
The sets are full. The sets are full size, so they all go to the barn. They gotta go climb up on the stools, and they go to the door. They're trying to get the door open, and you're like, what the hell is this? But they're not making fun of them. They just cast all little people. It's fantastic. And I have a dream to remake
Oh man.
movies like this. And we could get these guys. We could get Warwick Davis. Can you imagine if you remade Star Wars and the entire cast was little people?
It's not gonna happen.
It would be amazing.
But then the Jawas would have to be giant. That would be the thing. Jawas would have to be
They'd be regular size, but they'd seem giant
not
compared
regular.
to Vern
You have to make
Troyer.
them
Yeah, you gotta flip it.
you got to flip it, make them really
So
tall.
Lil is the Jawa.
I'll be a Jawa.
Edward
Yeah.
could be Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Yeah, go flip it.
What
Flip
does
it
that
to
mean? Oh, I just burped while I was saying it. Good thing Meerkat didn't catch that.
I think we need to get into
Yeah.
Marvel.
So can we do this? Can we make Little People productions? We'll call it Big Pictures, and we'll make just remakes of movies. Casablanca with all little people.
Big picture, small focus.
But I don't want to make fun of them. I want it to be like actual acting. Like you get Peter Dinklage, who's like this really
yeah.
great actor.
He's fantastic,
So you
right.
get to see him perform these things. But
Peter
like-
Dinklage playing Humphrey Bogart.
oh my gosh, would that be amazing? And Reese Witherspoon, she's short. She could be the female lead. She could be Elsa. That would be amazing. Who's in with me on this?
No one.
Look at Rich. He's
Silence.
terrified.
Rich is just-
Jaws with little people.
No,
Jaws
It'd be
with
a-
little
And instead of Jaws, we'll just call it morsels.
it'd be,
morsels.
It'd be minnow. And it'd be a minnow that would come out.
Minnows.
You see that picture where like the person's swimming, but it's not. You can't even see it. You got to put the magnifying glass on it.
Paul Rudd is the tallest person in everything. That'd be awesome. Tom Cruise is regular sized.
No, Tom Cruise would be the tallest person.
Yeah,
That would be,
right. You're right.
He's a giant.
That's when we do the basketball movie, and he plays like Manute Bol in the basketball film.
No.
Yeah, we
I can't believe you knew a name of a
we do
basketball
Space
player.
Jam, and he'll play Manute Bol in that. I know I know way more than you think.
No.
I know way more than you think.
Not really.
B.J. Armstrong, I remember him.
Okay.
I remember
What does he do
Magic
now?
Johnson,
That's
Vlade
good.
Divac. See?
Okay.
I know that era. Like now, there's like a Darren Rose, and there's
Yes, there
Joaquin
is.
Phoenix. I know
Yes,
those
Joaquin
guys.
Phoenix is a great point guard.
Yeah, those guys I know. I know him when I see him. He's got the hair. That's all I know. Those are bulls.
Joakim Noah.
Yep, I was so close.
No, not even close.
I was close enough that you knew who I meant. Ah!
I didn't because I was like, what are you talking about?
Bad News Bears with
He's
little
not
people.
even-
And the one guy was in Bad News
You know
Bears.
what they did? They call that Major League.
I like that idea.
That was,
I
That was
would
a
love
whole
that.
baseball team
That was a good
in
one.
Major League with
Minor
little people.
League. Minor League made with little people.
that was Major League 3
Back in the minors.
back in the minors.
Yep.
Scott Bakula.
Minor
Serrano
League
was
back
still
to the
in it.
majors.
Yeah, he's doing the Allstate commercials. Yeah. And he did 24.
I'm down with it.
It's a rough
I love
life.
it. I lost my coffee.
Yeah, you did. And
Oh, I drank it.
And any listeners we had, but that's okay.
Yes.
So,
I just offended all of them.
that's okay.
Martha left the room. She's trying to reach the handle back there.
You didn't offend. You didn't insult T-Rexes. So
she's going to
Dang
get
it.
that. She's
That's
going
it.
to get that big hook and just pulling you right
What
off the
happens
stage.
if we actually make big pictures? All of a sudden, we're like making trailers for movies, and Altho's like, I didn't think it was going to happen, and he
I was
stole all my
behind it
ideas.
all the way. I was
Chris is in on it.
100% behind it all the way. Should we go to the big news?
I think we need to get to the
Big
big
news. We don't have a lot of time, so let's do this thing, and we'll take time.
Dun dun dun.
So, big, gigantic, massive shakeup at Marvel this week.
Yeah.
I feel the same way as you, Lil. It was all over the news. So
a little ready.
Feig
to
is
explode.
no longer, who was running Marvel, no longer has to answer to Marvel Entertainment. He now answers directly to Disney, to Einar, or whatever his name is, at Disney. So he no longer has to answer to Marvel and be controlled by them. They also then took the creative team of people from the comics thing and broke that creative team apart, so they're not involved. On the internet, I'm reading things where people are like, well, wait, that's going to ruin it because that's what made them so great. They are wrong, I think. We're going to get into this on Enough Said in a big, bad way. Jack's not going to know what we're talking about, but you and I are going to talk about this. I'll tell you right now, I think this is the best thing that could have happened.
This is the only thing that could have happened. Because you look at Disney, here's the thing. Disney thinks Age of Ultron was a flop or a bust.
Is Deadpool under this?
No.
Is
No,
bust-
Edward, it's
hold
not.
on, is bust too strong of a word or not successful? Is that what it was?
Well, here's why. Because
I
they
understand.
feel they left a lot of
Wait,
money
what
on
was
the
a
table.
bust? What was a bust?
Age of Ultron.
So-
You
Yes.
fell asleep.
Yeah, well, I fell asleep. You know what? It
Well, no,
was.
no,
It was
but-
flawed,
no.
and the flaw was too many cooks and
yes.
too much
Well,
involvement.
no,
We thought it was
not-
Disney,
not
but
that
it wasn't.
Was flawed. They did $1.4 billion in
Right.
sales. $1.4 billion.
Right.
Agreed.
That's more than
But if it had been
Fox
better,
does entirely. So
it would have made more.
well, yeah.
And
Well, that's the
it
thing.
should have been a classic. Instead,
But
Fraser
why?
Thomas is not showing it on Family Classics now. There is a deep cut, you Chicagoans.
We're showing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Is that what we're going to show?
Yeah, right. Roy Leonard won't even show it. Cut number 2. How do you like that? My mom's over here like, Roy Leonard's dead. See? She was right on that one. So anyway.
I'm just waiting. All right, so
Let the senility go and then.
Oh, wow,
Hey,
nice.
will
people-
Svengoolie be showing it?
yes.
Anyway.
He needs a job.
Yeah, Rich Coles will definitely be showing
He'll be
it.
here, and he will be here on October 24th.
Here?
No, well, not here at.
Oh my gosh, I
Nightmare
was
in
hoping he was
Chicago.
coming. If he was coming here, man,
Oh, Nightmare on
He'll
Chicago
be,
Street.
he'll be a block away. You can come talk to him. Interview him.
let's invite him over here.
We will. Okay.
All right.
So back to the Marvel shakeup.
We can replace Lil that night.
Sure.
Sure.
Back to the Marvel shakeup.
Yeah, what's happening
All
with
right.
Marvel?
So So yes, they streamlined the division, which makes sense because the movie division should not have to answer to the comic book division.
Absolutely.
When you have they're built to set up like Lucasfilm and like Pixar, where you were having the heads of each of these go directly to Disney.
Right.
The big push on this that happened came up about 3 or 4 months ago during the release of Age of Ultron, where because it didn't do as well as the $2 billion mark as they'd hoped, they were trying to cut the budget for Civil War.
Right.
And
The Marvel guys were.
Yes.
They were trying to cut it short.
The entertainment guys, not the
Disney,
Right, not Feige. Yeah.
Right. And Disney understands, no, we can hit the $2 billion mark if we put money into it because they have the money to work with.
Yes.
And Feige is the one that understands this because he's directed this thing.
Well, and Feige was going to leave. And
Right.
They
He
went,
was on the-
no, he was...
Basically, yeah.
That's not the guy you want leaving.
Civil War probably would have been his last movie.
Yeah.
That's when we would have been in trouble. I think this is the best thing that could have happened.
Right, and as you hear now, here's a key why this to me has become a bigger issue and a bigger win is because now you have Chris Evans wanting to re-up.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guarantee
Right.
you.
Did you notice how
and
that
he
came right out? He's like,
well,
hey, I like these Marvel movies.
Right.
You know, my contract's almost done.
He didn't even...
Before,
it wasn't
he was
even
always...
a play. It was like, I will do it. They could say, here's $1. He's
Right,
not going to
because
pay
Before,
that.
he was always doing the Daniel Craig.
Right.
Well, I'm going to be done with this. I'm not... Now all of a sudden he wants to play ball. What does that tell you? Here's the other thing.
It's because Feige's in charge. I mean, that's the thing.
Here's the other thing, and this is where my mark my words has come in so many times. This opens the door.
Right, it does.
Oh, yeah.
Fox and Disney will make a deal for something because of this. Now that the Marvel guys are out of it, because the Marvel guys were putting the stranglehold on the merchandising and all that stuff,
Yes. Sure.
Disney understands
Ike was
money.
Ike was pushing all this to
Right.
kill the X-Men, to kill the Fantastic Four and the comics and the toys. And Feige, if you go back to the first X-Men movie, who was a producer on it, has a good relationship with Fox.
Right.
And by
now
him
they've
having that
gotten
relationship
out. So
Because
all
you
these
saw-
things I've been saying on Nuff Said, watch it happen. And Lucy Lawless comes back and I win Nuff Said.
Lucy Lawless is never coming back.
Mark my words.
They're marked, and you've failed, big time.
I've not been proven wrong yet.
Just because, okay, so you've only been proven wrong when the show ends and she has
Is
not
that like
returned.
saying, hey, I want to be a millionaire, I don't have the money yet?
When the show
Exactly.
ends,
I will be I am a millionaire one day.
when the show ends,
me wrong.
and Lucy Lawless has passed away, then you can say
They
that
can
I'm
still
wrong.
CGI her.
You can't say I'm wrong then, because they can always resurrect either. I believe in Reanimator.
It's a good movie.
It is.
It's one of the best
I
bad
don't-
movies ever.
Oh yeah,
It is.
Jeffrey Combs. Yes.
It'll be one of the 30 movies I review.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can I be on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Where he
that
takes
movie.
the head and stuffs in her. Oh, it's great.
I used to have that poster in my room. I had a giant poster of that. Dr. Combs has a good head on his shoulders and one in the tray on his desk. Yes. I love that.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's it with Marvel.
That's it.
I think it's a great thing. I think this is the best thing. Do you guys agree? Some of you people are Marvel and comic
no, let me-
people.
let me-
Do you
let
think
me-
this is good? I think it's great.
What's this going to do to the MCU in the new comics? Is it going to do anything or not?
Is what?
See, they're still going to have ties.
Right.
Like, they're still going to reach out. They still have the source material to use.
Right.
But now they don't have Quesada, Bendis, and
They
all
don't
these
have to
guys.
answer to those
basically
guys.
forcing things down their
Dictate-
throat.
right.
This was one of the other main reasons. It was this group of people were the reasons why Edgar Wright left Ant-Man.
Right.
Sure.
So it's
All those
it's a
things you've
huge
heard
thing.
about Marvel being controlling and doing all this stuff.
Oh, I'm sure it's true.
It was not Feige. It was this group,
Right.
the creative group, and they said they would just trap them up in red tape over everything.
So does this mean they'll
it's
get
like having
Edgar
a
Wright to
nerd
come back and
council.
they'll get Guillermo del Toro to come to
But man,
get
it's-
these guys to
They
come
can
and do movies?
and that's what they want to do. Feige wants a director's touch on these movies.
Right.
See, Marvel hated Iron Man 3, even though it didn't do well. But it was a Shane Black touch movie.
Right.
It was one that they got away with because Feige's like, hey, let's give Shane Black.
They wanted it
Robert
homogenized.
wants
He
this.
wants it to look unique.
Yes.
Which is weird because their comics, they've done a great job of making the books unique. Because DC books all look the same, I think.
Right.
And then Marvel ones are unique. But why are the movies...
Because they want them intertwined, really.
Did you just say, no, I'm wrong? Oh, okay. I thought you were.
Well, right. James Gunn. It was a James Gunn film.
Right. Right.
But why do they give him that? Because the budget was smaller than some of the others. It was a series that they were like, hey, go ahead. It's a raccoon in a tree. We don't care. And then it was like, boom.
Now they care.
No, this whole thing is not because of the success. It's because of the failure of Ultron. Because Ultron didn't do what they expected. And that's what opened the door. And it's the pressure. They wanted to beat Titanic. It's the pressure of what happened with Fantastic Four. I'm sure there's a lot of behind-the-scenes talk. And those guys at Marvel,
I know.
No way were they letting that happen. They're trying to kill it off.
I know they're talking about potential, but it didn't lose money. It made a lot.
Right.
And not everyone can be the home run. It
made a lot, but it didn't hit what it needed, what they expected.
Well, they say what they expect, but I'd love it to did $3 billion. But guess what?
But
it's not going to happen. I mean, Star Wars will do $3 billion. Mark my words, Force will do $3 billion.
What?
I don't believe that.
With everything,
right?
Force Awakens.
So if Star Wars makes $1.4 billion, that's a failure to them, and that opens the door for other things. It won't. They're going to make back what they paid for LucasArts in the first movie.
Here's the thing.
It's going to be crazy.
We talked about this last week. They rented all of the
for 1 month.
IMAX movies for a month.
Right.
A month.
Right.
Yeah.
That's $20 a shot.
Yep.
But it's only for a month. Avatar was in the theaters for a lot longer than that.
No, that's IMAX only.
IMAX.
I know, but Avatar was playing in IMAX.
IMAX is that way.
But they have the option after.
No, Avatar was not in the IMAX that long.
No.
I believe
it was there for a month.
It
was 1 month for Avatar. That's the only other movie that's done a whole month. And,
I remember seeing it months later in IMAX.
They have another 3-week extension that they could do.
They didn't book a movie for 6 or 7 weeks after.
Right.
Anyway, and that's leaving what's on the table. I can't remember.
They put it in wide format. They put it in 3D, but it was only in IMAX for 1 month.
Okay.
So, which is pretty crazy.
I still think it's going to be very difficult for it to hit $3 billion.
Yeah. I don't know.
Only no movies hit that number, and only 2 movies have come close.
What if it did 2? Would 2 be good enough?
I think 2. I'm expecting it to hit 2.
Yeah, it's going to hit 2. 3 is tough, but it could.
Yeah, but they didn't make enough toys.
So wait, we got to end this. We're going to fall into this rabbit hole for too long, and we got 3 other shows to do tonight.
We do.
So that's it.
All right.
Let's end it. Thank you for listening, everybody. This was This Week in Geek.
Enough said.
Peter saying, sorry.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Deadpool, Furious 7.